Hello again, I am Blunty. Welcome to another episode of Blunty's More Than Tweetworthy News, the little sort of mini segment show where I talk about stuff that's caught my eye throughout the week, but isn't quite interesting enough for an entire video on its own. But I had slightly more to say about it than a tweet. Also, the show that seems to be incredibly popular with the people who like it, they really love it, they keep asking for more. It also doesn't get very many views on the channel, so na 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 na. At the top of the show, we have to talk about Ewan McGregor, don't we? Because rumours have surfaced once again, and this is something that sort of tumbles along and has done for years now about Ewan McGregor coming back to play Obi-Wan again. I think it's safe to say that his Obi-Wan, the young Obi-Wan from the prequel trilogy, is easily one of the best parts about those three movies. Everyone's favourite bit has to be sort of at least top three, Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan. I mean, he still gets quoted as a meme to this day, 2 decades after this movie come out. Hello there. And a bunch of years back, there were rumors that there was going to be a standalone Obi-Wan movie, and then that was when, Disney was making tons and tons of Star Wars movies, and then suddenly went, oh no, too many Star Wars movies, maybe we should make fewer but better. People don't seem to really respond to the stuff we're shoving out the door as quickly as possible just to make some money. And that rumor sort of drifted away, and now there's a new rumor on Disney's new digital streaming platform, Disney Plus, when they're making original content, amongst them Star Wars stuff, of course, and now there's rumors surfacing again that perhaps there will be an Obi-Wan standalone series, or perhaps mini-series, a bunch of episodes of which apparently Ewan McGregor is being asked to direct, which is kind of a extra carrot on the stick, because, every actor eventually wants to direct, and that's one of the Hollywood memes. And of course, every time Ewan McGregor sits down for an interview for the last 20 years, anyone who likes Star Wars, if the interviewer likes Star Wars, they're going to ask him, "Oh, would you come back and play Obi-Wan again?" I mean, what is Ewan McGregor going to say? No, I don't want to play one of the most popular space wizards of all time. No, I don't want to return to a character that is absolutely beloved and had boosted my career beyond the fantastic respect I'd already gained in films like Trainspotting and stuff like that. People already love me. Then I played Obi-Wan and people love me even more. And no, I don't want to do that again. Obi-Wan bores me. Hello there. Possibly, maybe, nothing confirmed yet, but this is just another one of those rumors that spread around, and maybe it's credible, maybe it's not, maybe it's just spreading really quickly because we all want it, and maybe sooner or later Disney are going to go, maybe people want Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan. Then we're left with the problem of what is the show going to be about, because it's, between where we left off and where the original movie starts, so he's just sitting on Tatooine. Is he just going to have adventures on Tatooine? Or is he going to leave Tatooine and then come back to Tatooine and just check in on Luke from time to time? So as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Hands up in the down below area if you want to see a Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, where it's just sort of hanging out in Tatooine and learning to knit. Actually, you probably wouldn't knit on Tatooine, would you? Although deserts do get rather cold at night. The two suns. The planet might retain enough heat throughout the night. What are the nighttime conditions on Tatooine? Na 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 na. In intriguing video game news, there has been a patent filing discovered from Nintendo, which is a wireless Super Nintendo Entertainment System controller, but for the Nintendo Switch. Is this the first prelude of getting a bunch of SNES games? How do you say it? SNES? SNES? I've always said SNES. SNES games on the Nintendo Switch, sort of virtual console. I mean, they don't call it virtual console anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. Or are they just filing a patent so they can then sue 8BitDo, who's making fat bank on basically copying the Super Nintendo controller and selling a bunch of different variants in wireless form? Knowing Nintendo, it's probably both. Either way, I'm excited by the prospect of seeing some classic SNES games come to the Switch with a dedicated controller for it and everything. Feels like a fun idea, because it's just one of those golden ages in video game time, the SNES. Here's another question for you in the down below area. What's your favorite Super Nintendo game? I don't even know if I could answer that. I certainly spent a lot of time around my mate's place, because I didn't have one. My mate did. I was very lower middle class, couldn't afford one. Mate got one for his birthday. We went around there like every night, played games. Street Fighter 2. Spent tons of time playing Street Fighter 2. Mario Kart, of course. Super Mario World. We had to take turns playing Super Mario World, because obviously single player game, but every time someone would die, we'd switch off controllers, and whoever sort of managed to beat the level got the props, basically. He was better at the game than I was. Except for the ship level with yeah. I nailed that first try. He was gobsmacked because he thought I sucked. Na 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 na. In the world of folding smartphones, we all know about the kind of disastrous pre-launch of Samsung's folding smartphone. They seeded it out to a bunch of journalists and influencer types and things like that, and then within a few days they all started breaking and snapping, and the screen went faulty, and there was this, oh boy, and the instructions were unclear, and there was a covering on the screen that looked like a screen protector but wasn't actually a screen protector, but there was a seam around the edge, so people started peeling up, go, oh, how does this work without the screen protector on it? How does it feel? I'm curious because I'm a tech tuber, I've got to try it. And then they broke it because that wasn't a screen protector, that was part of the screen lamination itself, and as soon as you peel that off, you break it. The instructions in the box weren't very clear about not doing that, and all kinds of problems, and they delayed it, and now it's coming out a little bit later this year. Huawei just had to do the same thing with their Mate X, their version of the folding smartphone, slightly different from Samsung's, different camera arrangement, but the screen is on the outside, so it might get more easily scratched because it has to be a plastic screen because you can't fold glass. For now, Huawei have delayed theirs. Again, they haven't said exactly why. It's just delayed a month or two later into the year, but probably I'm thinking that they're facing some long-term problems. You know, they've been testing and testing and testing, and they've discovered something. Going, ooh, we need to stop and figure out how to fix that. So yeah, folding smartphone, not off to an auspicious launch. But yeah, both of them now have went, hey, check out this. Oh, no, not yet. Don't look yet. Got to fix just this little thing here. Now you can look. No, wait. Yeah. Should be fun. Na. In kind of, wow, the world has changed. The people are weird kind of news. I just stumbled across a report of a survey that was done about holiday and vacation preferences and things like that. And it turns out the number one fear, the number one vacation ruining fear that people have is not having any internet access. On the one hand, you want to go, oh, fucking people. You go on vacation to take a break from things. Just put down your smartphone. You want to mock people for this, but then I think about my behavior when I travel. I mean, I haven't gone on a vacation in God knows how long, but I get to travel a lot. And, part of that is relaxation. But yeah, without internet access, to be able to keep up on stuff and share what I'm doing with friends and family and strangers, because I'm one of these sort of influential. I don't know whether it would ruin my vacation. I've certainly been without internet a few times when I've traveled, when my sort of travel sim didn't work or something went wrong, and it has been kind of frustrating. And having access to Google Maps, for example, when you're traveling, so you can just go, boom, and, just pulling maps from the cloud and searching where the nearest fast food place is, or where can I buy a fresh pair of socks because these ones are all wet. And I don't know whether it would be a vacation ruining thing to be without internet, but it would be inconvenient. I don't want to do it. Sorry, internet access was number two. Number one was lost luggage. 54% of respondents said lost luggage would ruin their stay. And that should be at the top of the list. But the reason this caught my eye, and the reason I saw it mentioned in an article, is no internet access is more vacation ruining in more people's opinions than food poisoning. And I guarantee you, anyone who rated food poisoning lower than no internet access has never actually had food poisoning. I have. It is one of the most miserable things you can ever experience. I mean, it's not up there with dying from cancer or things like that, but as far as transitory miseries go, food poisoning is catastrophically miserable. You just feel like you want to die, and I guarantee you, anyone who's more worried about losing internet access than food poisoning while they travel, food poisoning at home is bad enough, but food poisoning while traveling, just what do you think? Some of the other stuff is what you might expect. Consistent bad weather, lost credit card, unsafe location, lost passport. Not lost passport is number 7. That should be a bit higher. I've never managed to lose my passport while traveling, but it's a bit of an issue. If you're overseas and you lose your passport, bit of an issue. Easy to solve when you've got internet access on your phone, though. Na. And now, as we wrap up in gear I need and or want, here's something in the want category, but also I don't want really to give them the money for it because I've been burned before. See that right back there? That's the Fallout 76 Collector's Edition helmet right there. I got the super duper big box. It's just got the helmet and everything. And then it's Fallout 76. Well, it did what it did, and I was rather disappointed. I mean, the helmet's still cool. I like the way it looks, but it is referred to as the helmet of looming regrets, because I do regret spending that much money on that game. If I could have bought the helmet separately for much, much cheaper, I might have done that. But anyway, Doom Eternal, another Bethesda game coming out, although completely separate kind of chunk of Bethesda, really. A little more reliable, let's say, than the Fallout people, is the Doom people. Doom Eternal is coming, and of course they have one of the collector's editions that every big game needs these days, and it too comes with a helmet. And I kind of want it, because I like Doom a lot more than I like Fallout. But yeah, I'm of two minds whether I even want this thing. It is $369.95 in Australian money, beer buying currency units. On the one hand, I would like to replace that with the helmet I'm less ashamed of. On the other hand, I could put the helmet on the other side there and just have two helmets. And just fill all the shelves with nerd helmets. Get a Stormtrooper one. Maybe one of them in the new movie. Ooh. Just a shelf full of nerd helmets. Nerd Helmet would be a great name for a band. But I've gone all gun shy on Bethesda Collector's Editions. I want to like it. But that keeps staring at me. Whispering in my ear. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's probably going to be a few more around after launch. Don't pre-order. Just wait. Buy one on eBay or something. Or you could totally buy one on pre-order and then turn it into a PC case or something. Go double nerd. Help me. Na. But that is your lot for this week's Blunty's More Than Tweet-worthy news. Not a hell of a lot this week, I've got to be honest with you. I don't know whether just nothing really exciting has caught my eye. I mean, there was some cool stuff there. I wanted to talk about it, but I feel like there was more segments last week, wasn't there? In fact, I'm certain there was. Last week's was a very long episode. Maybe it's just because I've actually managed to be caught up in No Man's Sky. It might be good now. I throw a lot of shit on it over the years, but it might actually be good now. I've already plugged in about 30 hours. Come along to the streams if you want to see me play it. I'm probably going to stream it again. And I think I'll do a video on the VR stuff. Let me know. Let me know. Till then, though, thanks for watching. I'm Blunty. I will catch you next time.